Morning, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm just gonna start a show on Whatnot as well, so just bear a minute with me, and we're gonna get started with a Q&A Dyslexia edition. We're gonna go over a lot of things, and it's gonna be a good carryover for everyone. So just feel free to sit back, relax, and we can get going. We're just gonna get the Whatnot loading here. Just loading that I taught. Okay. All right. Let me hook this on. Okay. Oh boy, come on, Whatnot. Come on, load. Oh boy, the Whatnot is not working, so we're just gonna keep the show going. All right. So what if I told you that this simple exercise could be a game changer for your child who has sensory processing disorder? Okay, today we're gonna cover brain gym, figure eights, also known as their lazy eights, midline movements portion. Okay, do you guys see this? Okay, so this is a very powerful book authored by Paul Dennison. He has a background with applied kinesiology, and this is really powerful stuff because many things that really rooted from applied kinesiology is it goes many branch of health therapy or healthcare. So today we're gonna go over this. If you're joining today in our Instagram or in our TikTok, if you have any sensory processing challenges or for your child to support them, you come in the right place. So today we're gonna go over this midline movements and what this is all about. So the background is pretty easy. Midline movements is if you observe a child, this is a quick and easy way that they have a hard time crossing midline. It's kind of hard for me to do this sitting, but you can do it sitting. So let's say you'll see a child, can you tap your hand to the opposite knee? Sometimes, auditory can be a challenge too for listening. What other challenge that kids have is they would do tap on the same side. They have a hard time crossing midline, and lots of therapists out there work on crossing midline activities. But these things that we're gonna cover is so simple that you can easily do at home. No equipment. All you need to do is basically you just have a set up a good comfortable place for your child, and you can do this with them. Again, this is from Brain Gym, and today we're gonna go focus on first thing, cross crawl. Again, I made a video about crawling, and again the connection for the corpus callosum, which is this one right here. This is just a quick review. This is the corpus callosum. So if the child skip crawling, the connection of the brain is weaker. It's more like this, okay? But if they crawl, the connection of neurons in the corpus callosum area is way stronger and can easily, it helps them with the coordination. Crawling helps children to coordinate movements, not only coordinate but smooth movements. So these are the things that we're gonna go over with, and just like that. So cross scroll, have your child do cross scroll. There's so many exercises out there already about cross scroll and what you can do with your child. And this is such a simple way to do, and really encourage your child, and doesn't need any equipment. Just you can play music, you can do other, you can incorporate your things that works for you. So that's for that. And next thing that we're gonna go over is the lazy eights. Also known behind me is the figure eights. And figure eights is very easy. You can simply have your child point in the middle and then have them trace a figure eight line. So this is really an easy activity for any child. What variation you can do with this is so many. You can have them laying down, do a figure eight. You can do switch opposite sides like that, and do other side on this side. So if your child has sensory processing challenges and relates to visual tracking skills, this is going to be a powerful tool for your child. And a simple eye tracking exercise as well that you can incorporate with your child. Another one that you can do is have their head resting on their elbow and then have them do a figure eight trace, and just having do that. In brain gym they call this the elephant trunk, and it is having doing that. So this would help significantly your child with visual tracking, again, visual processing, up and down planes, left and right planes of the eye, and diagonal as well, by just having doing this motion right here. And also help, again, with things that we mentioned, is the crossing midline movements. So this is such an important for reading. So if your child is having trouble reading between the lines, or difficulty writing on the lines, difficulty following their lines, reading left to right is difficult, try this midline movement exercise from Brain Gym. Again, the author of the book is Mr. Paul Dennison, and they're based in California. So another one that we can do is one right here. And if you guys have any question, guys, feel free to have any question. Again, I'm Earl. I'm an occupational therapist. We provide occupational therapy service in Central Maine. We are located in Brewer, Maine. And if you have any question related to sensory processing challenges to your child, we're not gatekeeping anything. So we're happy to assist any parents to support your child to be successful. Cross crawls. All right, so next one, this is super easy and this is fun for every kids out there. They call this the double doodle. This is the double doodle. Such a fun activities that you can do to your child. So imagine I'm gonna have your child, I got my ring light here, basically trace or draw with both hands. You just have them do this. They call this double doodle in Brain Gym, okay? So this activate the left and right hemisphere faster. So it's really important for all sensory processing is having integration of left and right hemisphere, because that helps the higher level of thinking, especially with the children with struggle with impulse control. So the higher level of thinking is not getting there. They might be stuck in midbrain or in the primitive brain or the reptilian brain, which is the brainstem, medulla oblongata. So I'm going to show you a quick illustration here. So let's say if your child is stuck here, this is a survival response. A lot of emotional challenges in the medulla oblongata. This is your midbrain right here. This is your limbic system, amygdala, reticular activation system, which is the RAS, helps with sleep. And this is our executive function right here, which is decision making, impulse control, and all that stuff. So if you oh, thank you for the like, guys. So feel free to make a comment to if you have any questions regarding this. And we just covered double doodle by Brain Gym. As you can see, the child was like drawing figure eights on, or number 8 on the board as well. So this is something that you can help your child, and it's very simple to do. Just have them, you see this girl right here, have them draw with 2 hands basically. Oh, you can't hear me? Thank you. Can you hear me now? Thanks for what the sound cut off, or I think my mic might died. Did it cut off? Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, guys. So again, we're just covering this double doodle, super easy to do. All you need is 2 markers, 2 crayons, no excuses, right? It's so easy to do. Again, this is from Brain Gym. So if you are looking for more information about this is not directly related to Brain Gym, but this book is from Dr. Carla Hannaford. I met her in Kalispell, Montana last year, and she's a big Brain Gym instructor. Yeah, it's really, thank you, Devon. And this is really fun activities for the kids, and make it a fun family time for you guys. And it really, really helped the child. And people swear by this. If your child is below reading level, they can be, if you start doing this now, they're gonna be above reading level, not even the average. They can be above reading level by the time they start school. This is how powerful this stuff is. And today, in school today, they don't do this much. They don't do much midline movements. They don't do much of figure eights that we cover here. And kids today are not writing as much. The challenge today is that kids are more in the computers. Kids today, pre-K, kindergarten, they already have tablets and laptops in school, not even at home, guys. So this is something that can highly benefit your child. Again, I'm just gonna go, I know you guys are joining me earlier, so I'm just gonna do for the new people that we covered. We got figure 8, we got cross crawl right here, very important, and then the double doodle. Okay, so this is the exercise that I have 3 cameras, guys. I'm just showing all the cameras right here that we're streaming this live. And thank you for joining us today. If you guys don't mind, just put in a comment where you guys live streaming from. So just kind of like create a little bit of engagement, just a little bit get to know you guys. Like I said, we're calling from Maine. Just to a little bit of background of us, we are an outpatient clinic, and we provide pediatric OT service, and we get doctor referred to us that kids that has dyslexia, that has reading challenges, that has visual tracking challenges. So these are the exercise that is proven that it's gonna work for your child. It's free. All you had to do is do it with your child. Spend 5 minutes, and it's really powerful. All right, next one is if you guys also have any question, let's say your child has you notice something like sensory processing challenges, whatever that looks to you, feel free to put in a comment, and I'm happy within my clinical scope and to kind of just provide that answer to you. Again, we just going through this midline movements from Brain Gym. I guess we went this already with this is called the elephant trunk, lazy 8. So again, having the child go like this, and then you just have them trace the big figure 8. And I'm gonna post in our video, guys, some of the Brain Gym activities that you can do, setups that you can do at home. We actually just put a sticker on the wall here in our clinic, and we're trying to add more variation activities. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's really fun. I'm just gonna go. How do I like that? Oh, okay. I just made a mistake there. Sorry. So again, this is a deep. No one's talking about this, but here's the challenge: why a lot of kids have a hard time with eye contact. They also have a hard time with with the visual tracking today. So here's why. So your eye, your visual things are located in occipital lobe. That's the part of the brain. Occipital lobe is in the back side of the brain. So developmentally, visual piece come from the eyes to the back side of the brain. So kids with the eye contact issue, what's happened in the past, if you look at neurodevelopmentally, especially now today, there's so many children that struggle with eye contact in terms of conversational, or one of the traits for autism is they lack of eye contact. And why is that? Because many times, not only sometimes, the visual fields or visual conversion or visual development are compromised in a way that it was overstimulated, or even like in the early stage. This is how dangerous, or not even dangerous, this is, we need to be aware with screen time with our child, because visual fields, if this is like all the way with your visual processing in the back of your head, so if that's like way overactivated if it's became overactivated, the light, with the visual field. Sorry, I'm stuttering here. There's so many likes. I get distracted, guys. So if the visual processing piece is way overstimulated, especially with screens today, that became way overactivated. So for kids to transition from screen time to normal tasks, or some kids would, like, children today, they're younger, if we observe in a mall or in different places, they'll have, they'll feed the baby. I've seen this in the past, while they're looking on their phone, like the mom is either, or the dad's looking at the phone, and then that child was also looking at the phone instead of looking at the parent's eye. So that's really one of the main reason that looking at the neurodevelopmental standpoint, the reason why the eye contact is because it's lack of eye contact with the parents, or it became overstimulated, so to speak, with screens. So we need to be aware of that. And it's really important as a parent to really always connect with our child's eye, like especially if you have an infant. Hold them, let's say you have a baby here, and then you always look at their eye, and that's the most important things that you can do as a parent. I think today we're so distracted in the fact that we always, like, your attention span is shorter than ever before. And I want to appreciate you guys that just joining me here. I know it's only 4 of you guys, but I'm okay with that, because there's so many parents out there that could really benefit for thank you, Carrie, I appreciate that. To just support you guys as best as we can, because parenting is the most crucial challenge today. I mean, I'm Gen Z, so I don't know if anybody can relate there. I don't know how old you guys. I'm Gen Z. I have a daughter, and it's really challenging to do parenting now, because there's, like I said, we live in a digital information age. And I just want to go back to the background of Brain Gym. Brain Gym started about in the 1980s, and then it became really popular between 90s and then 2000s, back 2005-ish, and then brain gym became kind of like went down after like 06, 07, because we really our schools, I don't even know, it's more like a system, right? You know, it's like the system becoming more focused on academic push than, you know, other things, you know. So kids today, everybody needs to hear this too, because kids today are more than stressed before, because the academic burden or expectation to the children today is higher than when we were going to school. Like pre-K today, you're gonna know all this stuff. You're gonna know how to write. Like there's a lot of expectation now to school. So having your child do some of these midline movements would be very beneficial to their development. Even though they're in middle school now, even they're in high school now, do cross scroll with them, do figure eight with them, cross scroll. So it's such a powerful thing. So what this is a crazy thing about cross scroll, guys. This is, it can also lower your risk of dementia, because cross scroll are proven to have improvement in cognitive function. And another one that can also improve, because if you think about cross scroll, so like if you're walking, you automatically doing cross scroll. So walking 15 minutes a day is beneficial. Our challenge today is not challenge today, but the challenge in our society today, we're living more in a sedentary lifestyle. And because, you know, all my work is a lot of computer work, and just in general, like documentation with my notes, compliance, and all that stuff. So that's really a lot of, you know, walk 15 minutes a day can improve your memory, can improve your mood, can just decrease your risk with cardiovascular disease. Cross scroll, that's cross scroll. Walking is cross scroll, guys. So it's not. So it can really improve a lot of things going on in your health. I do it every day. I do it with my clients every day. Cross scroll is the way to go. Any question, guys? Send me a little bit of question. Let's get this engaging. So if you guys have also any idea, feel free to shoot any idea. Give me some idea, because I was thinking doing like a carousel, and then I can spin like a carousel or like the spinner, like kind of like the Price is Right or something, and then we can pick a card or like you know, something like that. Pick a card and then ask a question. Kind of just make it engaging for people. I know, you know, this is the second time I went live. So it's something that I'm learning, and thank you guys for your patience to. All right, this is $1 million question right here, and I'm gonna answer it for you. Deep pressure, yes. Anyway, so this is, since you joined live, you're gonna get this. I don't have any mannequin beside me, but I'm gonna try it to do it on the camera. Okay, so this is our approach, and a little bit of background, Brittany, is we learned this because I always reference where I learned this, and because it's very important to really connect all the points. So I got this from Dr. Moscatova. They call it the embracing squeeze technique, and I don't think it's on YouTube. So they call it embracing squeeze. So what you want is you're gonna start on the lower leg first, because our body develop from bottom up. Bottom up means our peripheral nerves all the way to the brainstem. It connects right here. And skin is the first thing that emerge in utero. And within 3 weeks of conception, your fear paralysis reflex turn on or start forming. So what does that even mean? So, but in 3 weeks in utero, there's that startle response, like the ability to feel if you feel there's like a feeling of safety already within 3 weeks after 3 weeks of conception. So for us as for in our clinic, I can't speak to other clinics out there. Our approach is to really work on skin. Like we do touch, safe touch, and Brittany, this is how we're gonna do it. Imagine this is gonna be a leg, okay? So if you find this useful, feel free to share it. Just kind of give us some traffic here. So basically, what you don't want, Brittany, is grabbing your kids kind of like this, kind of like wrap around. Like you see my thumb right there. You don't want to do that. That's gonna elicit fight or flight response, okay? You don't want to grab your kid like that. What you want is you want to cup your hand like this. If you cup your hand like this, and then you place it right there, and then let's say you're gonna put your hand on top of it. So you're gonna be like this, okay? So this is their protocol, okay? I'm not gatekeeping anything. I just want to help parents like you. And you can go search Dr. Maskutoba and their work, and in their conference they have parents like you that attend, and their story was amazing. That's why I keep going, learning with all this stuff. So, and they're based in Florida. And so basically, nice hands tucked in, thumb tucked in, know this, that's fight or flight. This one, and then you're gonna go squeeze for 7 seconds, and it's very important to model your breathing. And then slow release. And then basically what you're gonna do, let's say this is the leg, this is like the ankles, or let's say this is the foot, this is the foot, for example. You're gonna embrace that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then stay contact on the skin 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, all the way up. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And guys, I'm talking about the results of this technique. It's wild. It's like really powerful stuff. Like there's times that child would fall asleep on the table while just doing these techniques because their bodies actually calm down. That's self-regulation. It starts with skin. That's the first formation of our nervous system, guys, is through skin. And I think people need to realize, like, our touch. We need to touch our children more. We need to hug them more. Yes, the hugs are normal and all that stuff, but if they need more that extra deep pressure, like Brittany is mentioning in the comment here, that's a great question, by the way. You can work your way out, and that's gonna like game changer. Do you find this helpful, Brittany? What do you think? Is something you can try, you think? And now let me know what how your toddlers respond to it. I'm happy to DM me, or just just if you find it helpful. Any other question, guys? That's a good one. So again, if you're doing embracing squeeze, Brittany, work from the leg up. Yes. So this is we'll just cover the embracing squeeze because there's other techniques that we do in our clinic, but embracing squeeze is gold, guys. It's gold. So there you go. There you have it. Thank you for joining. Again, just a reminder: avoid putting them on fight or flight. No tickling. You guys need to stop tickling your kids. Okay? So because tickling is involuntary. Humans doesn't normally have tickles, okay? And it really impacts not the mechanoreceptors in the skin, but also the peripheral system. So if we tickle our kids way too much time, they're likely to be more impulsive. They're likely to have to struggle with self-regulation. And sometimes the bonding reflex is off because that's the only time they will connect to you, instead of having actual conversation or actual quality time. Sometimes kids just want to be tickle for sake of tickling rather than just having quality time. And I think I'm Gen Z. I was tickled a lot. I didn't know about this. My parents didn't know about this. But really, if you're really working on self-regulation, you want to avoid tickle, because what we want to children experience is to have control. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, no, that's good. Early intervention is so important. So they're probably gonna do a lot of play base, but keep following your journey. We all, as an OT, we do a different type of work. We do sensory integration. We got all kinds of challenges for children, motor activities, and but our approach here is really, like in our clinic, is body work, and really equipping you children, equipping not children, the parents, excuse me, to do it at home. Any other question, guys? I think we covered. It's 1 p.m. We went a little bit. We went hard. That's a good questions. If you find this helpful, guys, like our page, share some of our stuff. We're growing. We want to grow social media, and so attention today. I'm surprised you guys really stick with me, and I really appreciate that. And what we're trying to do is just build a community of parents, supporting parents, really, because there's nothing really like a book for parenting, right? And today, kids are getting diagnosed more with autism, kids with ADHD. If you're parents that just want to put in the medication in the early age, fine. But some parents are not okay with that. Right now we're questioning a lot of all this stuff since post-COVID. Everything is like a big jumble systemically and all that stuff, and it's really it's a lot. It's a lot to process as a parent, and for a child, it's a lot to process. For a child, the expectation. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the reality. Yeah. Children today as yes. Might be beneficial for your child. Ooh, you can look this up on YouTube's. There's a lot of activities in YouTube using this. This helps with ADHD significantly by just doing this simple challenges. They call it Valibus X, and it's really, really helped them with focus, self-regulation, and again, this is just something that I learned from grad school. Things that I incorporate in our clinic. We incorporate a lot of brain gym in our clinic. We incorporate a lot of Dr. Carla Hannaford's work right here. So you can test your child. Yes, you can. This one you can test your child's dominance. So take a snapshot of this, or like a screenshot, or copy it. The dominant factor, you can assess your child dominance eye, dominance ear, dominance hand, dominance feet, and you can help them really create a strategy based on their learning style. And today school is not really it's hard. I can't really speak too much for that because I only work in school for 4 years. So it's so many going on. So many changes in such a short period of time. We're all dealing as society, and the best thing I can do is support parents. And again, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. If you find this helpful, give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share any of our videos. We really appreciate that. And one day maybe we can have a host or like a dual thing, because I'm learning all this stuff and there's so many things to learn. I'm trying to learn how to connect with people as we create our business here in Central Maine. So again, my name is Earl. I'm a board certified occupational therapist. Thank you very much, guys, from the bottom of my heart for joining me. I know it's only a few of us, but that's okay. Brittany got the insight with the embracing squeeze, so I'm happy to do that. That's why I'm doing this slide. I'm not even really, even 1 or 2, 3 people join. I'm cool with that, because this is all about just really help other parents, because I know how hard it is. People looking for answer, people looking strategies that they can easily do now, not later, but now. So I'm glad you find this helpful. So thank you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. God bless. God bless. Thank you.